Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Georgia Probe Virtual College Fair. Thank you so much for joining us. We are really excited you are here. My name is Catherine, and I will be your facilitator for this session. Before we get started, we do have a few housekeeping items to note. First, your camera and microphone are off. You are muted and your video is off. The panelists can't see or hear you. If you have any questions at all, feel free to use the Q&A button towards the bottom of your screen to type in your questions to the presenters at any time. They are here, ready and available to answer your questions. This is one of many college presentations being offered, so feel free to check the schedule on the website for more. And lastly, this session is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/probe. We are currently in session B3, where my mouse is circling at the moment. And this is also the same order of presentation. So without further ado, I'll get out of the way and introduce our very first representative from Savannah Technical College.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tiffany Walter, and I serve as the Director of Admissions for the Savannah Technical College. We are considered the hostess city of the South here in Savannah, so we are super excited that you have expressed an interest in getting more information about us. So what I'm going to do is briefly share our screen just so that you can see a little bit more about Savannah Technical College. We are considered the college that works, and we are super excited to learn for you all to get more information. I'm having a little bit of difficulty. There's a backlog of my video here, so I'm going to go back to our previous screens here just so that you can go over our academic programs. But just to give you a little bit of information about Savannah Technical College, we were established in 1929, and we are considered an opportunity school. For that, that means that we are a school that gives and grants opportunity to people right here in the city of Savannah. We have roughly about 4,000 students, and our academic areas are comprised of 6 different areas: aviation technology, business and professional services, general studies, health science, industrial technology, and of course, economic development. I'm going to show you a little bit more about each of those areas. So with aviation technology, we're talking about programs that consist of aircraft technology, aviation maintenance, and avionics. We offer programs under our certificate at the certificate level, which typically last about 1 semester, upwards to about 2 to 3 semesters. We have our diploma programs, which roughly takes about 1.5 years to complete, and our associate's degree level, which roughly takes about 2 years to complete. Business and professional services, again, we have lots of majors. So if you're interested in cosmetology or barbering, if you're interested in business, cybersecurity, logistics, marketing or management, this is the program for you. We also have general studies, and even though we are a technical institution, we do offer 27 courses that are transferable to any university system or Georgia school. So if you are interested in getting some of your academic core and not attend such a big campus right off when you graduate high school, we are a wonderful choice for you to consider. We also offer ESOL program, which is for those students who are non-English, native English speakers. And so we do offer ESOL programs that are based, credit-based. Health sciences, which is probably our most popular of all of the academic divisions. We offer programs in dental assisting or dental hygiene, our emergency medical services, medical assisting, medical coding, phlebotomy, practical nursing, surgical technology, and then of course we do offer certificate programs that would allow for you to get your PCT, your nurse aid certificate, central sterile processing, and as well as other, I would say beginning programs for some of our certificate areas under healthcare sciences. Under industrial technology, if you're interested in welding, HVAC servicing, or commercial truck driving, or anything relative to construction, historic preservation, electrical utility technology, computer engineering. We also have these opportunities. And one of our most, I would say, probably popular programs under this area is our Georgia Film Academy, which we do service the state of Georgia in allowing scenic production assistance for various movies. Economic development. This area is comprised of non-credit bearing programs or training courses for those who are interested in getting or advancing in their careers. They may already be a part of a job program, and they will come to us. So driver's education, our forklift driving program. We also offer such as the hospitality and food services. So we will give you the Safe Serve training there under that program, and things that are relative to small businesses. So we have a little bit of everything for everyone. Our tuition rates and costs is $100 per credit hour. So if you are attending in-state and you are an in-state resident and you are coming for your first academic year, the average cost is roughly about $1,500 to take a class if you are considered an in-state resident. We do have mandatory fees that are per semester, and we have those fees located here. And then, of course, if you are interested in applying to us, we do have a $25 application fee. We will require your academic transcripts, either a high school transcript or a GED. If you attended attended any college courses, particularly those students who participated in dual enrollment, we will need the transcript for those programs. Currently, we are test optional, although we do have the SAT, ACT, and AccuPlace are listed here. So because of COVID, we are still test optional for any students who are interested in attending without needing to take a placement exam. And we do offer both in-person, and now we also offer an online orientation. So finally, you want to complete your FAFSA. This is our school code and all of the information relative to that. We thank you so much for being interested in Savannah Technical College. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you. The next representative is from Columbia College.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Ayana Wickball. I'm a first-year admissions counselor at Columbia College. I serve the Low Country Territory of South Carolina, and I also serve the state of Georgia. So we'll go ahead and get started. So Columbia College is located in Columbia, South Carolina. Part of our mission is to develop students professionally and personally for success. So a little overview about Columbia College. We are a small private liberal arts institution. We have a student body of about 1,300 students, and our average class size has about 15 students within it. Student to faculty ratio is about 11:1. We do have 30 majors across 5 academic divisions and 13 athletic teams. So on this slide, we list some of our majors. Most of our majors that are popular would be in the areas of business, nursing, speech language pathology, and education. Okay. So for the student experience, so we do have dining options for everyone. Here you can see listed that we do have a student union, a terrace cafe, and then we also do have a Starbucks on campus. Our residential halls, all of them are suite style, so they are Jack and Jill. That means that the rooms are joined by one full-size bathroom. We do have over 50 clubs and organizations. Since we are close to Columbia, we have a thriving downtown area with shopping and farmers markets. We are located centrally to the mountains and beaches, and then we do have various campus activities throughout the fall and spring semesters. So our student services and resources, so we do have a campus police on campus. Our police officers are always patrolling around campus. We do have career services, tutoring services, counseling, and even accommodations. We also do have a koala pantry and boutique. So we actually have that on campus where if students need any snacks or anything like that, they can go and pick up free items there. And then also at the koala boutique, they can also pick up any clothing items that they may need as well. So for athletics, so recently Columbia College actually became co-educational. So we do have men that actually live on campus now. So with our sports, we've included men's cross country, golf, soccer, and track and field. Columbia College is a part of the NAIA conference and the AAC conference as well. So for our admissions requirements, so for all of our students, we look for them to have about a 2.5 GPA on the 4.0 scale. For SAT and ACT test scores, we usually don't require those for most of our majors, but for anyone who's interested in nursing, we do require either SAT or ACT test scores. So on the screen below, you can see that for the SAT, we look for about a 500 for the evidence-based reading and writing, 580 for math, and then for the ACT, 20 composite score, 20 for English, and then 24 for math. So those scores do have to be exact of the scores that are listed on the screen. If you want, whenever submitting an application, you can submit any supplemental documents listed below. So you can see you can submit an essay, a letter of recommendation, or either or. Okay. And so for our admissions process, all of our applications are free, so you can submit those at any time. We do have rolling admissions, so if you're not quite sure exactly where you want to go, say in June or July, you still always have time to apply to Columbia College and get started for classes in the fall. The second step would be to submit your transcripts and supplemental documents. Once all of your materials have been submitted, you will then receive an admissions decision via email. And then after you've received your admissions decision, you can then submit your confirmation deposit that lets us know that you will be attending Columbia College in the fall. The last step we have listed is to apply for financial aid. Okay, so since we are located in South Carolina, I did want to list a cost breakdown. Here you can see the cost breakdown for this academic year. So you can see the tuition listed is about $29,080. For room and board, it is about $8,320. And then we also do have a resource and technology fee that is about $800. So the total price that you would be looking at as a student attending would be about $29,200. And that first semester will be about $14,600. We do offer in-state tuition to our out-of-state students. And another good thing about Columbia College is we do offer free textbooks to all of our students as well. So if you come to Columbia College, you will never have to purchase any textbooks. You'll receive electronic copies of all of your textbooks. Okay, so we do offer academic scholarships based off of students' GPA. So as you can see listed on the table, it all varies on what your GPA is coming in. So as an example, if you came in with a 3.8 GPA on the 4-point scale or higher, you would receive about $8,000 every year that you would attend. So for any of these scholarships that are listed, you would be able to receive those for your 4 years. All right, and so if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to contact me.
Great, thank you so much. Great information. Just a friendly reminder that if anyone has any questions, to feel free to submit those through the Q&A button towards the bottom of your screen. Any questions at all, our representatives are here and available to assist. The next representative is from South Georgia State College.
Hey there, everybody. This is Ryan from South Georgia State College. I'm going to go ahead and get set up here. Give me a second. I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen. Hope everyone's doing all right today. Yeah, so like she mentioned, I'm here with South Georgia State College. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what we got going on here. South Georgia is let's see what's going on. South Georgia is a smaller 2- and 4-year open access institution within the USG. We're serving over 2,000 different students from 375 different high schools, 111 different Georgia counties, 18 states, and 4 foreign countries. We have a residential campus in Douglas, Georgia. We have a commuter campus in Waycross, Georgia, and an entry program in Valdosta State University. We also work with dual enrollment through area high schools. So if you live within about 20, I believe, so sorry. Let's get back. Good, so sorry. But yeah, so requirements for admissions, we are test optional. So it's just the 2.0 GPA for the associates right now. There's a convenient online fee that you can pay at any time. It's going to be $20 for the application. We are waiving application fees for the month of November. So if you wanted to wait a couple more days, you can go ahead and try to apply for free. And you can always get fee waivers from your counselors if that's an issue. Official high school transcripts, we're definitely going to need those on top of that. Those applications. Optional SAT scores and ACT scores, you can find those online. But like I said, those are optional. You don't need to send those in necessarily. We'll take them for sure, but you don't need to necessarily send those in. And the last thing, of course, is that lawful presence, whether it's a driver's license, US passport, something that says where you've been for the last couple of years. This is a full list of all the associates. I'm not going to list all of them, but a couple of popular ones are psychology. We've got a new theater program that we're really happy about. Communications, biology, psychology, our 2- and 4-year nursing programs, our 2- and 4-year business programs, and our our newest bachelor's is actually our newest bachelor's is actually a bachelor's in mechanical engineering and technology. I'll get to that here in a second, but we're really happy with that as well. This is a full list of those bachelor's. Bachelor's in science of biological science, nature, and ecology. It's more of the sciencey science things. If you want to be out in the field, if you're going to be in labs, if you're going to be a forensic scientist, something like that, that's where we put you. For the pre-professional track, that's more for the pre-vet, pre-med, pre-everything in the pre-professional for biological sciences. But yeah, that's a good one, and we're really happy with that. Bachelor's of Science in Management, that's our 4-year business program. You have financial tech, marketing, and organizational behavior. Financial tech is just the emphasis on accounting and finances. Marketing is how to market your own business, brand your own business, how to run your own business. Organizational behavior is more for those that are trying to get a feel for business in general, maybe not necessarily start your own business, that was the marketing, but if you wanted to work with somebody else's business, manage another office, something like that, that would be more for that. Bachelor's of Science in Nursing, fantastic nursing program, one of the best and most affordable in the state, in my opinion. Bachelor's of Science in Long-Term Healthcare Management, sort of the other side of the healthcare system. If you wanted to do more of the shaking hands, if you wanted to collect funds, if you just wanted to work as a receptionist or something like that, if you wanted to work in healthcare, let's say insurance agencies or something like that, that'd be a great degree to get. Bachelor's in Science in Elementary Special Education, the specializations there, the certifications there, are going to be K through 8 for elementary education, and then K through 12 for special education. So that's a great program if you were interested in elementary or special education. Bachelor of Art in Professional and Business and Technical Writing. That's more of a journalism degree for pretty much the 21st century in the digital age. Bachelor's of Science in Mechanical Engineering and Technology. That says starting fall 2021. We're really happy with that. If you want to come be part of that pilot program, that's really the middleman between those that are the theorists and those that are actually building the machines. Somebody has to meet them in the middle and explain the theory to the person who's building it. And if they have to go back to the theorist and talk to them about how it works, that they can do that. It's a great engineering program. We'd love for you to come be part of it. This is what our dormitories or residence halls are going to look like. As you can see, everybody gets their own room right there. It comes fully furnished with a bed, a desk and a chair, dresser drawers, a side table, some other little things here and there. You will have your own room with a locking door. You get a little brass key that you can lock and leave for the weekend or just for an hour or so. You will have to share that little common area with the 2 sinks and the bathroom with your roommate. But you will be able to choose your roommate if you know somebody might be going there. You can go ahead and request them. But there's also a form that you can fill out to make sure that you get with somebody that's whether or not you like it colder or hotter, if you're a night owl or something like that. They'll make sure that they match you up with somebody who knows exactly or will be a good fit for you. Free Wi-Fi, free cable throughout those residence halls, 24-hour security all over campus, convenient parking right there by the residence halls. We want you to be able to get to where you need to go, get to and from class if you have a job out in the area. If you need to get home for the weekend, like I said, just go ahead. do what you got to do. Laundry and vending is right there in the residence halls as well as computer labs on every floor with internet access and printers. We just want to make sure you feel as home as possible, as at home as possible. So sorry. Yeah, and this is everything we got going on campus. We do specialize in those smaller class sizes, about 26 students per class. If you wanted to live on campus, I just mentioned those residence halls there in Douglas. If you were going to commute, you definitely want to go to that Waycross campus. And if you were interested in Valdosta State, you definitely want to go to that Valdosta State entry program. If you wanted to join a student organization, there's plenty on campus. If you felt like there's one that we don't have that you wanted to start, all you need is 10 like-minded students and somebody like me to help sponsor the program, and we can help get it off the ground. If you wanted to soar with the Hawks, come and play for one of our 8 NJCAA Division I athletic teams. We got baseball, basketball, swimming, and cross country for men, softball, soccer, swimming, and cross country for women. This is a good look at the breakdown of the costs. You can find all of this online as well. The main thing right there is that $6,700. That could fluctuate a little bit whether or not you're going to be living on campus or if you're going to be getting meal plans, and books can be, a little bit, cheaper, more expensive, it depends. But that's based on the 15 credit hours, and that's definitely what we're going to want you to take, and that's a good estimate of what you're probably going to be paying. There's a good information right here for the scholarships we're offering. The Foundation Scholarship is on the Douglas campus. The James Dye Foundation Scholarship is going to be on the Waycross campus. Both of those can cover from $500 all the way up to a full ride. If you wanted to take a picture of that, if you wanted to go find that information as well on our website, you can feel free to do so. And yeah, at last but not least, please come visit us, sgsc.edu/visit. We'd love to give you either a virtual or in-person tour. Just feel free to reach out to reach out to us there, and we'll be happy to set it up. There's some contact info if you wanted to reach out. You can feel free to take a picture of that. But other than that, I'm all finished up, so I'll just go ahead and hand it back over. Thank you so much, everybody.
Great, thank you. We really appreciate it. The next representative is from Wiregrass Technical College.
Well, good evening, everybody. I am super excited to be here. My name is Jessica Thornhill, and I'm the Director of Enrollment Services at Wiregrass. So first up today, guys, a few quick facts if you're not familiar with Wiregrass. We do have 11 counties in our service area. You see a listing here of all the counties that we service. These are the local high schools. We have a lot of dual enrollment students. We have a lot of regular enrollment students. Right now, we're looking at about 3,500 enrolled with us between our 4 campuses, and we do have over 100 different programs of study. So I know we're on a little bit of a time crunch today, but I did want to give you an overview of some of the programs that we have. So here's a sampling of our healthcare programs. You see we have everything from dental hygiene, phlebotomy, pharmacy, massage. I did want to mention we do have the #1 RN program in the state. Woohoo! We were very excited to achieve that. Our next category is our business and computer science programs. And this is everything from accounting to business management, computer programming, game development. A lot of our students get really excited when they come out to our campus because we actually do offer game development, which includes 3D modeling, 3D animation. So if you're into video games, that's something to consider that's offered here locally. Our next category is our professional service programs, and this is going to include those industries like barbering, commercial truck driving, cosmetology, esthetician. Now, these programs are very popular. A lot of these are short. For example, our commercial truck driving program actually is an 8-week course. If you are interested in becoming a licensed esthetician, it actually lasts, it's only a year long. It's only 3 semesters. So a lot of these programs can be completed very quickly. Our final area is our technical and industrial programs, which includes everything from air conditioning, machine tool technology, welding, diesel truck, automotive, technical studies, mechatronics. These are those fields that are really hands-on if you're interested in working in the manufacturing or logistics sector. Now, I did want to mention that Wiregrass is very affordable. Our credit hour, tuition cost is $100 a credit hour. We have a lot of scholarships available to our students through the Wiregrass Foundation, and we do offer the Hope Career Grant as well. Our classes are flexible. I know in light of COVID, a lot of things have been different for our students who are interested in going to college, and we do offer classes that are face-to-face. We have some that are online, some that are hybrid, which is a combination of both. And we do offer classes both day and night, depending on what fits your lifestyle and your schedule. Now, we always like to encourage our students to start with us and see it through to the end, to graduation. Our students graduate quickly. Our 2-year degrees, our associate degrees take about 2 years. Our diplomas take about 1.5 years, and our certificates, as I said earlier, can be a year or less. So really, it's very easy to come to Wiregrass and to earn your education quickly. And if you would like to transfer on to other institutions to attain your bachelor's or higher, we do have articulation agreements with other colleges. So if you would like to visit Wiregrass, we would love for you to sign up for a campus tour or an information session. You can go to the website here. It's wiregrass.edu/visit. We are offering small campus tours. If you and a couple of friends or your family want to come check out some programs, you can sign up. And we also host monthly information sessions live on our Facebook page. So I won't go through the entire application process, but I did want to mention today we do have a free application week coming up November 1st through the 5th. So if you're interested in applying with us and saving $25, please mark your calendars. We would absolutely love to have you apply with us. You'll start by doing your application. You can skip that app fee if you apply November 1st through the 5th. We'll need your transcripts. If you have test scores, you can submit those as well. And then you'll need to complete the financial aid application as well as verify residency if you're trying to receive in-state tuition. So to wrap up today, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at admissions@wiregrass.edu. We would absolutely love to have you join the Wiregrass family. So thank y'all for having me, and I hope you have a great evening.
Great, thank you. Just another friendly reminder that if you have any questions at all, to feel free to submit those questions using the Q&A button towards the bottom of your screen. Any questions at all about the college application process, or even if you have any specific questions for any of our schools represented here tonight, we encourage you to include the school name. The next representative is from Washington and Jefferson College.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome. My name is Nicole. I'm an Associate Director of Admission here at Washington and Jefferson College. I'll go through pretty quickly, but please feel free to ask any questions in the chat, and I'll provide my contact information as well. But first of all, where are we? We're in Washington, Pennsylvania, down in the left-hand corner of the state. We are in the county of Washington. We're in the city of Washington. So there is a lot of hustle and bustle in the area. It's where our county seat is located. There's a lot of locally owned shops, restaurants, businesses, a weekly farmers market, but we're also very close, only about 25 minutes away from the city of Pittsburgh, which is a larger city, a medical, educational, and just business hub of our country right now. We're also very close to a lot of other big cities, so always a chance for a fun weekend getaway with your friends, or sometimes the college will actually sponsor those types of events as well. And here's a picture of downtown Pittsburgh. If you're not familiar, it's a great city, #1 city for young people. It's a top city for foodies, lots of festivals throughout the year, and it's consistently ranked one of the most affordable cities to live in. So a lot of our students end up sticking around because they can afford to live here. Brief history of the college. We were founded in 1781, and we used to be 2 separate colleges. We merged together in 1865, but we have always been located on the same campus. We are nicknamed the Presidents, and Juncta Juvent is our motto. So that is what we say. It means thriving together, or together we thrive. It's on all of our publications. You'll definitely see it if you haven't already. We are a liberal arts college with a 10-to-1 student faculty ratio. About 75% of our classes have less than 20 students in them. 98% of our faculty members have terminal degrees, which means they have gone as far as they can in their area of expertise. And almost half of our students study abroad throughout their 4 years. And there's a number of ways to do that I'll get into in just a minute. I'll stick on this page for a little bit. We have over 30 majors, over 30 minors, and a number of concentrations and emphases that aren't even on here. So even more ways to really personalize your educational experience. All students will choose at least 2 areas of study, whether you want a double major, major, minor, minor, it doesn't matter. As long as you have 2 areas that either complement themselves or complement each other, or just things that you're really interested in. We have a number of pre-professional programs as well. So engineering, pre-2, education, pre-health, and pre-law. As you can see, there are a ton of different partnerships for each of those pre-professional programs. Most notably are engineering, Case Western Reserve University, Columbia University, University of Pittsburgh, and Washington University. And then pre-health, we have a great program with Temple's Medical School, the Lewis Katz Medical School. And for pre-law, we have great programs with Pitt and Duquesne, and those are just a couple. The Magellan Project is one of the 3 ways that students can study abroad during their time at W&J. This is something that you can do after your freshman year, sophomore year, and junior year. Here's some examples on the screen, but basically you develop a passion project anywhere in the world and the college will fund you to complete it. So students have gone all over the world, done some really great things, and not had to pay a dime out of pocket. Also, you can do an internship through the Magellan Project. So if you are looking at an internship across the country or in another state, you can use the funding for that as well. Like I said, about half of our students study abroad. In addition to the Magellan Project, there's J-term, which is a 2-week mini semester during the month of January, or semester or year-long experiences. We have a bunch of partners around the world. So all of these programs are safe, and we know that the credits will transfer in and that you'll be getting a great education abroad as well. We have over 70 clubs and organizations, including performing arts. So if you're into musicals, theater, dance, we do have all of that as well for all students. We have 26 NCAA Division III sports. We're very competitive in our conference. We have a tradition of winning. We also have Navigate and Embark, which are holistic advising programs for first year and senior students, where basically you are participating in career and professional advising, as well as ethical leadership advising throughout your 4 years at the college, both in your curriculum and extracurricularly, which makes you come out with a lot of skills that most students don't have. 97% of our students are employed or continuing their education within 6 months of graduation. As you can see, our pre-health and pre-law acceptance rates are pretty high, about 90%. And we've had a 100% graduate school acceptance rate. So our students are very successful at W&J, but they also are successful once they leave as well. Really quickly, next steps. We are a member of the Common App, or we have our own application. Whichever one you choose to use doesn't matter to us. They come into us exactly the same way. Our application is always free, and all we require is your high school transcript. Everything else is optional. We've been test optional for about 10 years now. That's not going to change. Your personal statement's optional, letters of recommendation are optional, but regardless of when or how you apply, you'll receive your admission decision in 2 weeks. So here are all of our deadlines. As you know, early decision is binding. Everything else is, early action or regular decision. But regardless of how you apply, you'll get that decision back in 2 weeks. Here are our scholarships. I'll stick on this page for just a minute. All of our students receive a merit-based scholarship. Every single student who's accepted receives one of the scholarships that you see on your screen right now. So anything from about $23,000 all the way up to $34,000 per year. This is mostly based on your high school GPA and any leadership that you have. Financial aid, 99% receive federal financial aid, and there's a couple deadlines on there for you as well, but we hope that you will come and visit us. Thank you.
Thank you. Our last representative, but certainly not least, is from Furman University.
Thanks, Catherine. Hi, everybody. I'm Candace Chan. I'm the Dean of International Admissions at Furman University. So excited to be here this evening. So Furman is located in Greenville, South Carolina. Greenville is one of the fastest growing cities in the US right now. BMW has a factory here in Greenville, and Michelin's corporate offices in Greenville as well. We have over 40 Fortune 500 companies that are in the area. Furman is a very traditional liberal arts university. We have about 2,600 students total. However, it's a very diverse campus. We represent 48 states and 22 different countries. So you get to meet friends from everywhere. We also actually have over 70 different programs. Some of our popular majors are business, computer science, chemistry, psychology, and we also offer music and arts as well. So there's a little bit of something for everyone. An average class size is pretty small. It's only about 14 students. So when you don't show up for class, your faculty definitely know that you're not there. Furman is also 100% residential. So what that means is that all the students are required to live on campus for all 4 years. Campus is absolutely beautiful, it's gorgeous, and we have about 750 acres. So if you haven't visited us yet, you should definitely come check out Furman. And we are also Division I for athletics, so we have 18 different teams, and we currently have over 170 different clubs and organizations on campus. And at Furman, we have what we call the Furman Advantage. With the Furman Advantage, you get a personalized 4-year pathway that is designed just for you. With the Furman Advantage, our students are able to have guaranteed access to be able to do study abroad, internships, and also research. So our students, have done study abroad in Spain, England, Brussels, really anywhere you wanted to go. And a lot of our study abroad program are faculty-led program. And this year, we're actually back to study abroad for our students. We're able to actually have some of the students do the program because last year, because of COVID, we actually had that shut down for a little bit. But students are able to go back out, and because we guarantee you access, you're actually able to apply for funding. We do have grants available. So it doesn't matter what program you go into, you also have the opportunity to do research. Our students that are in the music program, they have research opportunities. You'll be able to work with your faculty and then apply for research grants that are available. And the same goes for internships. Our students not only have done internships in the US, some of them also have done internships in Brussels with the European Union, with the Scotland Parliament. There are also students who have done internships in China with the business program. So there are many opportunities that are available. And this talks a little bit about our requirements. We are on either the common application or the coalition application. We have waived the application fee for all the students this year. So when you're applying to us, you do not have to pay the application fee. Furman is SAT and ACT optional, so you do not have to submit your SAT or ACT when you're applying to us. We also have waived the letters of recommendation this year. It's optional, so you don't have to submit any of those things. So all we require is just your high school transcript, and you do have to submit the school report. Furman also offers a lot of scholarships. We have merit-based scholarships ranging from around $15,000 and all the way to $52,000 a year. And here you can see some of the scholarships that are listed. We also have talent-based scholarships available. We are Division I for athletics, as I mentioned before. So we do have athletic scholarships available. Music scholarships do require an audition. So if you're interested in that, make sure you keep an eye out for those. We also offer Army ROTC scholarships. And around 90% of our students do get some kind of financial aid. And as you can see here, this is the cost, and including tuition, fees, and room and board. So feel free to contact us. We would love to hear from you. Please join us on any of the social media platforms. I am also posting a link on the chat if you would like to come visit us on campus. Please check us out and schedule a visit with us. We would love to see you on campus. And that wraps up my presentation.
Awesome. Thank you so much. What a great way to end. We have heard from so many great representatives from at different schools. And so I'm really excited now. We do have some time left. We're going to now pivot into our Q&A portion of this session. And so I invite all our representatives at this time to go ahead and turn on their cameras, to get ready to unmute themselves. And we'll go ahead and get started with our first question here, which is, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? What advice would you give someone going through the college search process? And we'll go ahead and get started in the same order in which you all presented it.
Okay, so the first thing that I would express to anyone who is going through the college search process is identifying schools that have areas of interest for you. A lot of times we'll go in, we will look for a school and, oh, we really want to go to this school, but that school may not have the major that you're interested in. So I would get a list of the things that you are interested in doing first, and then identify schools that align with that. From there, I would look at financial aspects of the school. Do they offer scholarships? Do they have financial aid plans that will work with your family structure? I would also look at some other things such as what are some of the things that you're interested in doing outside of academics? Yes, we want you to get the grade. We want you to do your work, but we also look for well-rounded students. So think about an institution that offers the things that you like to do outside of being in the classroom. Those will be my top 3.
All right, so I'll go next. So the biggest thing that I would say when finding an institution that is best for you would be to find your best match or fit. So basically what that means is looking to see what their GPA requirement is, whether they have SAT or ACT test scores requirements as well. A good tool to use would be bigfuture.com. If you've never heard of it, you can actually compare the different institutions side by side to see which one would be your best match or fit. It also lets you filter out to see whether you would enjoy a larger institution or a smaller institution. So I think you just have to figure out location-wise and where it is that you would like to go.
I'd say the biggest thing when deciding on where to go would definitely go and see the campus. See the campuses that you'd like to go to, and see the campuses that you maybe don't go to, but it'd be nice to see them and see these different college campuses, how they work, what interests you about certain campuses. Maybe you say, oh, I don't want to go here, but I like what they're doing here. I like that. Can I go to somewhere that's a little bit more affordable, maybe it's closer to home? But yeah, I know that when I took a couple recruitment trips, and when I went to South Georgia, I was sold on it immediately as soon as I saw the campus. And I don't know if I ever really would have if I didn't visit, So definitely plan those visits and go to as many as you can, because that was a big thing for me.
And I would absolutely agree with everything everyone has said so far. Make sure they have the program that speaks to your heart, that you want to do for a career, not just something you're looking to do for now, but something that makes you tick, something that makes you truly happy, and pursue it with a passion. Visit that college, visit as many colleges as you can. And, one of the other things too is take advantage of all the virtual opportunities that are available to you now also. A lot of times it is so overwhelming to submit your application because there's a lot of different departments and a lot of different steps. But now you can submit so many things electronically. You can have video chats with so many people in so many departments. I would just encourage you to really take advantage of all of those opportunities that are available to you, because it's a little bit of work, but it's a lot of reward.
My advice is actually very similar to that. Definitely one positive the pandemic has given us is the accessibility of colleges to everyone. So in our case, obviously you all are pretty far away from us, but we offer an on-campus visit and a virtual visit for all of our admission events now. So that's about like 25 visits per year. And you can kind of taste test before you come the whole way up to Pennsylvania and spend all that money on a flight. You want to make sure you actually like the college before you do that. We also have in-person or virtual personal visits. You can do those big admission events, or we now have an AR tour where like a tour guide literally wears an AR helmet and walks you around campus, and you get to see everything through like a current student perspective. So definitely take advantage of those virtual opportunities that have been given to us through the pandemic. That's like the one positive we have. So
I agree with everything that everyone have said. I feel like you guys said everything already. My one suggestion is actually make a connection with a current student so you can actually learn from their perspective. They may be able to answer questions that we may not have the experience to answer. So definitely make that connection.
Awesome. And I couldn't agree more. I think all the advice shared has been really helpful. And I think it's really great tips and advice to keep in mind, especially as you're going through this college search process and application process as well. So again, thank you so much to our representatives for being here, for their time. We really appreciate it. And we have now reached the conclusion of this session. Thank you so much to each of you for joining us. As we close, there'll be a very quick 5-question survey that will appear on your browser. If you don't mind taking a moment to fill that out for us, your feedback is extremely helpful. And this is one of many college presentations being offered. So feel free to check out the schedule on the website for more. And lastly, this session is being recorded as well as many others, and it will be available at strivescan.com/probe. Again, thank you all and have a great night.